Today, I'm going to share with you some tips and walk through how to create your teacher Outschool profile. Hello everyone, my name is Alejandra Landano and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, you find lots of videos specifically about teaching and working online from home. As I mentioned earlier, in today's video, I'm going to share my tips and really walk you through how I would create an Outschool teacher profile. I definitely recommend you stick to the end of the video because at the end of today's video, I'm also going to share my own teacher Outschool profile. Now, the first part in creating your Outschool profile is picking a profile picture. Now, I have a few tips when you're starting to do this. I always recommend you take your personal pictures when it's daylight. So that means that you have lots of open windows and there's a lot of natural light coming in. I've noticed that pictures are a lot better quality when you have that natural light versus like room lights. You can decide to take the picture in your classroom and just stick with that. I know for me personally, I like to then remove the background and add a more colorful background to my picture. And I can show you how I do that on my computer. On the computer, I'm going to show you how I edit my profile picture. So let's say that this profile picture did have a background. You can see I've already removed it, but let's say it did. I would go to a website, remove BG, and then I would grab it and drag it. And then this website will actually remove the background for you. Once it's removed, I'll hit download and I'll save it on my desktop, which I already have, and then I'll log into Canva. When I come to Canva, I'm gonna make an Instagram post, or I like that shape, it's a square. Then I'm going to drag my picture and make it big. And then I'm gonna find a background I like. So I might go to photos and type something like maybe the alphabet and maybe something like that. But I would sit here and play around with it until I find a background that I like. You could also go to backgrounds and possibly pick a color, but I think it looks a lot more professional when the background is very simple. And I personally like to choose a bright color so I stand out. And this is the one I actually have. So this is actually my profile picture on Outschool. Now, after you have your profile, next you will include your name. Now, for this section, you should have part or your full legal name. If you look on the Outschool website, it does mention that you don't need to have your full name, so you could have just your first name or your last name, but you don't want to include too many things in here. So what I have my first name, my last name, and then I have BA, which stands for my bachelor's degree. They don't really want any more than that in this section. The next section is your headline. And for this, it would be really nice if you include possibly your passion or your expertise in that headline. Outschool mentions that this can be a short phrase that really describes you as a teacher. For example, mine says, elementary and English teacher. Very simple and to the point. Outschool provides the example of former high school chemistry teacher. So you can really just try to think of possibly including your passion or expertise in that little headline. The next section, about me, is probably the section that is going to take you the longest to create. Make sure when you are doing this section, you have someone read it before you save it so you don't have any grammatical errors or mistake. But in this section, there are a few questions Outschool wants you to discuss. Now, if we go to the teacher profile here, you can see it asks you what kind of classes you teach, your professional background, the values or philosophy behind your teaching, and then something fun and personal. So what I like to do in this section is I make a small paragraph about each. I have a small paragraph identifying some of the classes I like teaching. Then I leave a few spaces. The next paragraph will talk about my professional background. Then I leave a few spaces. I share my philosophy or my values in teaching. And then I skip a few more spaces again, and I just add some personal, more fun things about me. At the end of the video, I'll actually share my example with you. But I think it's very, very simple that you just answer those questions in very brief paragraph form. Okay, and the last portion is your intro video. So this is the video that parents will possibly watch before they book any of your classes. You should really show your teaching personality in this video as well as your classroom. If we look at the Outschool website, it does have a few standards that Outschool would like. If we look over here, it mentions content, introduce yourself and describe your teaching background and interest, setting, be located in a professional location like a home office. Audio, the video should be free of background noise and your voice should be clearly heard. And lighting, your face should be illuminated and the video should not be backlit. Don't sit in front of a window or other bright light. So I actually plan on editing my video very soon because I still have my profile video from when I first started and I would actually like to change it a little bit. But from here you can see that this video should really be warming, welcoming, inviting your potential new students and parents to your classroom. You want to introduce yourself, be smiling, have a well-lit, nice classroom, and really just show the parents why they should book your classes. At the end of today's video, I can share mine with you, but again, I actually do plan on redoing this very, very soon. And that's really it. Setting up your Outschool profile is quite easy. You want to make sure that you have your profile picture, your name, your headline, your about me, and then your class video. So let's go ahead back on my computer and I'll show you my personal example. Here, this is what your profile will look like to the public. You can see at the top, I have my profile picture and then my name right under it with my bachelor's degree included in there. This right here is your headline. I have elementary and English teacher. I do follow myself, and that's kind of just a tip. I follow myself so I can see the emails that the parents are getting that follow me. So when you create new classes on Outschool, part of Outschool's advertisement for your classes is to email all of your followers. So I do like to see when Outschool pushes out that email, and I like to see what the parents are seeing. Now here I have my profile video. I have mentioned I plan on editing my video, but I will share it with you.
Hello, my name is Alejandra Landano and welcome to my classroom. Now, I graduated about 5 years ago from the University of Central Florida with my bachelor's in elementary education. So I've been a teacher for about 5 years. I did work at a public school for 3 years. I taught kindergarten, 4th grade, and 5th grade. And then currently, for the last 2 years, I have been an ESL teacher. So I have been teaching students in China English. It has been such a wonderful journey. Now, I enjoy many different hobbies. I love scrapbooking, taking pictures, traveling, arts and crafts, reading children's books, and so much more. So I am so very excited to start this journey with Outschool. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope to see you in the classroom. Goodbye!
And then down below, you can actually see my paragraphs about me. Like I said, I introduce myself, skip a line or two, and then I just answer those 4 questions Outschool provides. I talk about the classes I teach, I talk about my experience, I talk about my teaching philosophy, and then I also talk about some of my passions and things I enjoy doing for fun. Now, that wraps up today's video. I hope this was a little bit helpful and you can see how easy it really is to set up that Outschool profile. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave them in the comments down below. I really would appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!